They stole your mind while you were smiling. Every choice you made this week came from someone else. You are a puppet with cut strings, still moving, still obeying, still theirs. You are alone, even when you are not. Sitting at your desk, staring through glass, surrounded by voices and movement, but still the silence clings to you. It is in the pauses, the spaces between sentences, the aching gap when someone asks a question and you answer with words that do not seem to belong to you. You did not choose that phrase. It arrived in your mouth, smooth as silk. Where did it come from? These conversations are not innocent. Every word is a test. Every silence is a trap. Somewhere, outside your view, a presence is shaping your thoughts, painting your memories in new colors. You recall a moment that feels wrong, one you thought you remembered clearly, but now there is a slight distortion. Was your childhood really that cold? Was your friend's advice truly so gentle? The script in your mind keeps changing, every line rewritten before you read it. A chill scrapes your skin. Who is directing this play inside your life? Manipulation does not always wear a face. Sometimes it is a slow drip, a subtle pull at the edges of your reality. You do not see it coming. It colors the questions you ask and the answers you accept. Notice the way you hesitate before saying yes. Notice how you relent under a gentle gaze and find yourself agreeing to things that grind against your core beliefs. You are not sure when your voice last belonged to you. You enter a new day thinking you will be strong, but the old sentences crowd your thoughts before you open your mouth. The player behind the curtain knows every pattern of your speech, every fear you hide in the corners of your memory. Their influence is patient. They do not hurry you. They wait until you go soft, unguarded, gentle, and then change your language. You try to push back, but your doubts grow louder. Maybe you are imagining all of this. Maybe every question is innocent. But then there is another moment, a sideways remark, a change in tone, too subtle to be an accident. You freeze. You feel small and watched. Is this control? Or have you always been this way? You scan your past, piecing together fragments that do not fit. Things you used to love are lost, replaced by new obsessions you cannot trace. You start to sense the direction is not yours. Control is not a cage of iron. It is quiet, intimate, slow. It is the hand that moves the needle of your wants, day after day, until you are following a path you do not remember choosing. Your conversations feel more loaded. You sit across from someone, hear the way they echo your words, and sense a deeper script at play. Sometimes they mirror your fears, sometimes they feed them, gently coaxing you down a trail you are not sure you want to follow. It happens at work, at home, in passing places where words drift and settle. The invisible director shapes each moment, slipping new rules into your mind. You adapt, you conform, you accept changes that once would have shaken you. What you fear most is that you are not alone in this struggle. You see others fold under pressure, laughing at jokes that ring hollow, agreeing to plans that break their spirit. You want to intervene, but the same quiet force binds your tongue. Reality becomes a draft, rewritten daily, casting shadows on your certainty. When you raise a doubt, it disappears under gentle persuasion, replaced by a new certainty that feels both alien and necessary. You sense yourself fading, your edges blurring, shaped by voices you cannot contradict. The world grows quieter inside, as if someone has turned down the volume on your thoughts. You begin to notice the subtle signals, the way a word returns, the way an idea repeats just when you are vulnerable. You watch your emotions stirred and settled by outside hands. You try to defend your ground, but the tide keeps moving beneath you. It is not a battle. It is a slow erosion. It is the shifting of your reality, sentence by sentence, conversation by conversation. And yet you still wake each morning hoping today will be different. You promise yourself you will guard your words, protect your thoughts, reclaim the narrative that slipped through your fingers. But the cycle starts again before you finish breakfast. A message arrives, harmless on the surface. But beneath the politeness, there is a coded request, a gentle push towards something you would normally refuse. You pause. You feel the weight of expectation. You type your response and watch your boundary dissolve in real time. This is not about weakness. This is about architecture. Someone has studied the blueprints of your psyche and learned exactly where to apply pressure. They know which memories to invoke, which emotions to trigger, which words will bend your resolve. You think of relationships that drained you, friends who always knew how to make you doubt yourself, partners who rewrote your past until you questioned your own perception, colleagues who shaped your opinions without ever raising their voice. They were architects too, building invisible structures around your choices, steering you through corridors you thought you designed yourself. You walked willingly because the path felt natural, inevitable, yours, but it was never yours. Every conversation was a draft, edited in real time, shaped to guide you toward conclusions that served someone else. You were the audience and the actor, unaware the director was calling every shot. Now you see the pattern. You trace it backward through years of decisions that felt right but left you hollow. Jobs you accepted, dreams you abandoned, beliefs you adopted without question. Each one delivered through carefully constructed dialogue that made resistance seem unreasonable. The manipulation is not violent. It does not scream or demand. It whispers. It suggests. It frames your reality so subtly that you believe the new version is your own discovery. You try to find solid ground, but every step feels uncertain. Who are you when the script keeps changing? Which thoughts are authentic and which were installed by someone who needed you compliant, confused, or controlled? The answer terrifies you. Maybe there is no clear line. Maybe you have been shaped by so many hands that your original form is lost, buried under layers of influence you cannot peel away. You wonder if everyone feels this way. If we are all drifting through rewritten realities, responding to invisible cues, performing roles we did not audition for. The thought is suffocating and strangely comforting. At least you are not alone in the confusion. But comfort is dangerous. It makes you stop resisting. It makes you accept the rewrites as inevitable, the manipulation as normal. You settle into the new version of yourself, the one someone else designed, and call it growth. This is where they win. Not by breaking you, but by convincing you that the breaking was your choice. That you evolved naturally into this shape, that you wanted these changes all along. You sit in silence, replaying conversations, searching for the moment you lost control. But there was no single moment. It was 1,000 small adjustments, a gradual erosion of your voice until someone else spoke through you. And now you face the hardest truth. You cannot undo what has been rewritten. You cannot return to the person you were before the architects found you. That version is gone, dissolved into the narrative someone else composed. What remains is a choice. You can keep accepting the rewrites, let the invisible hands keep shaping your thoughts, or you can start noticing the patterns. You can learn the language of manipulation and recognize when someone is editing your reality in real time. It will not be easy. The architects are skilled. They have spent years perfecting their craft, but awareness is the first crack in their design. Once you see the structure, you can begin to dismantle it. Your reality may have been rewritten, but the pen is not lost. It is buried under layers of borrowed language and inherited beliefs. You can dig it out. You can start writing your own lines again, slowly, carefully, with the knowledge that someone will always try to erase them. The question is whether you will let them, whether you will keep performing the script they hand you, or whether you will finally speak words that are dangerously, undeniably your own. You are not paranoid. You are awake. And the ones rewriting your reality fear nothing more than your awareness. They built their power on your silence. Now you know the game. The question is not whether you were manipulated. The question is what you will do now that you see it. Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel. It motivates me to create 2 videos every day. I am counting on your support. See you in the next video.